I've been doing quite a lot of conferences last year, and one of the things that I kept seeing, the more and more that I went to them, is some brilliant talks were ruined by a few minor little problems. And then you watch the entire audience, which is you guys here, do nothing about it. So I wrote a blog post in November for Scrift to try and explain some of the ideas that we could do as a community and basically sort of make you part of doing the talks as well. So we've got video cameras watching what we're doing today, and they're going to go up online. So these talks are going to be up there forever. So the best we could do, even though I know some of the rooms are a bit small, you can still follow some of the tricks I'm going to tell you now as a community if we all sort of follow into them. And that will make all the talks look better, and it makes the speaker feel better as well. So one of the tips I always give all the speakers, and I'll repeat it to the speakers who are here today as well, is that no one in the room wants to make you fail. They want to see you do your best. So part of that is you guys helping out and do stuff. So some of the things that we can see that sort of causes problems is you ever been to a talk and then someone starts talking really, really quietly because they're very nervous, start quite understanding doing what they do, and you can't hear what's going on. And two things happen in your head. One is you want to scream, shout louder, just talk up. But you can't do that because we're all introverts and we're quite polite. So we just sit there quietly. You might nudge the person next to you and go, I wish they'd talk up. I can't hear him. Can you hear him? I can't hear him either. And if you're a good speaker, you've done enough of it, you can watch this and you go, oh, sorry, can you not hear me? Because you can see the general little bits. And that sort of led me into, wouldn't it be nice if there was a bit of feedback we could all do to try and get over that? But the trouble is no one wants to be the first penguin. You don't want to be the first one to jump into the sea. So you just sit there quietly letting it all happen. So one of the ways we're going to do that is we have a code word that we can all do. And it's dead easy. It's just louder. So if you hear anyone say louder, two things need to happen. You need to say it too, because then you'll amplify it. All the penguins are jumping in then. And then the second thing is the speaker's not in the mindset of listening to you. So they're doing their thing and they're concentrating. They're trying to imagine you naked. And when they first hear it, because your first louder will be like, louder. No, really. So if you hear someone do louder, it's because they are struggling to hear. So echo it, amplify it. And then that'll happen too. If you don't want to shout and you're feeling a little bit self-conscious, then just point up. And if you see someone pointing up from the back or the front, you point up as well. And the speaker, when they eventually look around and go, got it, right, I'll speak louder. And they'll raise their voice and speakers respond. And then everything's good. We don't have to have a big song and dance about, is that better? Can you hear me at the back? Sod all that. They'll just stop doing that when you get loud enough. It's all good. Then the other one we've got is where sometimes microphones, I don't know about you, I wear a microphone about 4 times a year. I'm not a professional microphone wearer, and sometimes these things get out of the way. Sometimes they rub against my beard. Sometimes you can't hear a word. It gets really bad. And again, you'll just sit there going, his mic sounds terrible, doesn't it? Terrible mic, that. I wish he'd sort his mic out. I have no idea. I'm concentrating about, is my slides going to work? So again, you just need to say, Mike, right? And we've got a hand gesture for that one too. It's like you're on the phone. And again, if anyone sees that, they go, right, clock it. Something's up with my mic, and they'll move it. And then we can do the, oh, is that better? Can you hear me now stuff? But at least they've got a bit of feedback that comes back. Hang on. Right, code reviews. I hate code stuff on screens, awful. Because when people are writing it on the train or the plane, it all makes perfect sense and it looks fantastic. And then they put it on these things which have got dreadful resolution, and you can't see any of the code. Or they open Visual Studio and the text is this big. And they're going through, as you can clearly see on my high-resolution laptop. So what do we do there? We'd say, zoom! And you can do this, nice and easy. Everyone can see that from everywhere in the room. And then straight away, everyone knows, right, I can see what you're trying to do. And then at that point, the speaker goes, I don't know how to zoom. But that's their problem. At that point, if they go, then by all means, shout out or something. But there's ways to make it zoom. If you are a speaker, next 10 minutes before you speak, learn how to zoom if you've got any code of stuff in there. It's always good. Final one. This one's for me, really. I speak very fast. I mean, I speak really fast. And I'm sorry. But when I speak slowly, my brain doesn't work. And I'm not funny. And you like me when I'm funny. So I like being much faster than I am. Equally, when people are very nervous, they speak very, very fast as well. And when you're speaking and you're not used to it, you want to get it done as fast as possible. So you go very fast. So for me, I suffer from, I like going very quickly. I'm aware I'm in a room of people who English is probably a second or third language, and so I'm trying to slow it down a bit. But even I get a bit excited. So we have one which is just slow it down, which is just this. We don't shout anything out. So if you see anyone do this, it means, Pete, slow it down a bit. My brain is not quick enough with your English. And so you can do that one. Also works if people are nervous, because people can sometimes get very carried away. You just tell them, calm down, we got you, slow it down. And so they're the 4 tips I'd like to give them. Shall we try them? A little bit of audience participation. Can we do the louder one? Can I have a louder? Louder! Thank you. That was rubbish, by the way. The obvious response is, can I have you louder? See how we can tie that in. I won't do it, it's all fine. And then we've got microphone. Can you remember that one? Mike! By the way, it's fine if you're an introvert and you can't be asked. Just sit there and not do anything. What was the other one? Zoom. Thank you. That's all good. No, louder. Zoom. Oh, and slow down. Happy with that? You're now partaking in the talks as well. Try not to sleep, especially after lunch. Try not to be tweeting all the time. Try not to be having long conversations and nudging all the time. Do your bit. That's what lunch breaks are for. These people work hard to get up here and do this stuff, and they've missed trains and planes and reading good books. Instead, they've been doing this. Other than that, have a brilliant day. Thank you for inviting me, and I will see you at 11 o'clock at my talk and at all the other talks as well. Thank you very much.